Yo, what is up? So today I have a full guide for the plant extractor for you. Now, I've been seeing a lot of people talk about this, so I thought I'd make a full guide just to clear up some confusion. So yeah, pretty much I'm going to mention everything about it. Now, the plant extractor, obviously you convert plants to XP, of course, that's its main function. Oh, which by the way, make sure you subscribe and leave a like. I do tons of giveaways, so if this interests you, definitely make sure you subscribe. But yeah, now the XP it's talking about specifically is actually the XP towards your plants. So in the most recent update, basically they made it so your plants now have levels, which is not a thing before. This is completely brand new. Now I believe the max level is actually level 5 because that seems to be the highest one that I've seen. And also it seems to be, you know, whatever plants do more damage, they obviously level up like way faster as well. So as you can see, like my more, you know, bigger ones or ones with like certain mutations are already pretty much max level. But yeah, pretty much I just want to quickly mention that that's what the XP is for, is to actually give it to your plants. Now I'm going to show you how to give the XP to your plants in just a second. But before I do, basically with the plant extractor, so obviously you want to give this machine a plant. Now I'm just going to give it a cactus. So you will notice there's 5 little rectangles right here. Every single time you put in a plant, one of the rectangles will go green. Now, obviously, you need 5 plants inside the plant extractor for it to actually give you an XP bottle. Now, before you go ahead and you just give it the worst plants in the game, like the cactuses, like I kind of just put one in there, do keep in mind that actually the better the plants you put in, the more XP you'll actually be getting. So that is one thing you should keep in mind. Now, at first, I didn't think that's how it worked, but it turns out that is actually definitely how it works. So basically, on the left here, we've got me with a little XP bottle, as you can see. I actually used, I think, 5 cactuses, which is actually the worst plant in the game. And then we got Free Milson on the side. He has a big XP bottle, like way bigger than mine. And he basically used Shroom Beanos, which is pretty crazy. He used 5 Shroom Beanos, which might be overkill, I won't lie, because obviously that is 5 secret plants. Like, not everybody can just be shoving in 5 secret plants every time. But I just wanted to show you this comparison because it definitely does make a difference on the plants you put in. And also, obviously, it's not just the size of the bottle. It obviously also gives more XP as well. Like, my little bottle was given... Now, this is based on memory, so I do apologize if I'm wrong here. But I'm pretty sure my little bottle of XP was like 80 XP per click on it. And then his bottle, I'm pretty sure he said it was like 220, something like that. So as you can see, that's a big jump in terms of XP. But yeah, pretty much. When you put 5 plants in this machine, it's actually going to take 5 minutes to complete. Now, once that has done, basically, you then need to head over to the machine because all of these lights will disappear. Now, I don't know if they've fixed this yet, but basically, before, you couldn't actually see anything in the machine, so you actually had no idea that it was even there. But you need to come up to here and click E. There'll be like a claim button here, although there'll be like nothing there to actually show you. So just click E here, and you'll be able to claim the bottle. Now, I do actually have one. So if I just type XP real quick, as you can see, I've got an XP bottle right here. So this is the one I currently have. Now, you will notice on my hotbar down here, on the number 0 like slot, which is after 9, basically there's a number 3 next to, so it says ×3 EXP bottle. So obviously that's short for experience bottle. Now, you would think that that means I've got 3 XP bottles, but no, it actually means, well, technically it does. Well, basically, what I'm trying to say is because it says 3 there, that means with this one bottle, it has like 3 uses, which I think is technically the right way of thinking. Rather than thinking you've got 3 bottles, you've got the one bottle that you can use 3 times. I think that's kind of the way I think is intended. But anyway, with the bottle, oh, by the way, so I need to make sure I mention this because a lot of people were saying that these bottles and stuff don't work. What you need to do is you need to be in somewhat of an updated server. So right now, I mean, I'm on server, which by the way, if you look in the top right, there will be a V and then a number. So I'm on V 3766. Make sure you're on this server or above if you possibly can. Obviously, if you're at a public server, just keep rotating. You know, don't be in an old server because chances are you might not be able to use the XP bottles because there were so many people complaining that they couldn't use them for some reason. So I only have to assume that maybe there was a bug in an old server. That's what I have to assume at this point because, yeah, there's so many people saying they weren't working. Obviously, or if you could just get in a VIP server, you know, which I'm pretty sure they're free on this game, right? if I remember correctly. Yeah, they are free. So if you get yourself a VIP server, you can always basically just be up to date with the latest servers. Now, back to the bottle. So what we're going to do is pretty much, as you can see, well, that's level 5. Pretty sure that's max. That one's level 5. Now, we're just going to use this. So actually, before I do, let me just get a screenshot for my thumbnail real quick. Okay, I've just took a few screenshots. Now, let's head over to one of these. Now, by the way, when you're using your XP bottle, make sure you've got it out, obviously, because obviously that's the only way it's going to work. And then click on whichever one you want. So I guess this one's kind of lowish level, I suppose. Now I'm just going to click. Now you're going to notice the little blue line there. It's going to go up ever so slightly. So here we go. 3, 2, 1, and boom. There we go. I just gave 200 XP right there. 200 XP for one click. That is not too bad. Now I'm going to try and do this, and I'm going to screenshot it. So here we go. Let's see if I can freeze frame it. 3, 2, 1, and boom. Oh, I think I did it, but it's kind of bad. But yeah, so there you go. And then obviously I've got one more bottle here. Who hasn't got a single bit of XP? This guy is kind of looking a bit bad back here. Or should I go try and max out one of my best ones? No, you know what? Let's just... Oh, you know what? Let's just give it to this guy. It's got 10k damage. Doesn't have a single bit of XP, apparently. So there you go. There's your first bit of XP, buddy. Enjoy. But yeah, definitely, you know, make sure you're in an up-to-date server if you can't use your XP bottle. To be honest with you, I've not really had any problems with it. I can't lie. So I'm not 100% sure why people can't use them. If you could somewhat give me like a, you know, a description on why it's not working for you, then I might be able to help or something. I don't know. But like I say, from my experience, it's always just kind of worked for me, this plant extractor. I think it's because I've always been in an updated server with my VIP, though. I'm pretty sure that's the reason why. But I guess I could be wrong. But yeah, I suppose the only problem with this, with the plant extractor, is it does take 5 minutes per one. So it can be a little bit annoying, I suppose. Also, keep in mind, obviously, your plants do automatically farm XP as you sort of AFK in the game. You know what I mean? Like, they will just slowly go up levels. So yeah, you don't technically even need to use the plant extractor if you don't want to, because it can be a little bit of a pain, I won't even lie. So if you're a bit of a lazy player, kind of like myself, to be honest, you can't really be bothered with it, then don't even worry too much. I mean, it's pretty much just like a fast way to level up fast, basically, you know, rather than just AFKing. Which is more than likely probably what I'm going to do. I'm just going to AFK and just let my plants level up automatically. Plus, let's be honest, I mean, most of the time with these plants, you know, you're going to be replacing them anyway. So it's like, you know, do you really want to level up plants to level 5 that you're potentially just going to end up replacing? So I suppose if you are going to be leveling up your plants with the XP bottles, you know, make sure it's your best stuff. So that way, you know, it's going to be on your team for a long time. Like this one, for example. I mean, it's already max level, but if it wasn't, I suppose I'd probably use my XP bottles on this, because let's be honest, this one will probably never leave my garden, I don't think. I mean, it literally does 860k DPS a second. So, you know, very much doubt that one will ever leave. But yeah, hopefully this was useful. You know, I tried to provide as much detail about this as possible. You know, when I heard about this story update, I did not expect them to add this like level feature. So this kind of, you know, caught me off guard, to be honest with you. I was not expecting this at all. Because even in the leaks and stuff that they shared, I don't think they even mentioned anything about this. I mean, not that it's like a crazy feature, you know, I guess like a little leveling up feature. It's nothing too crazy, so they probably didn't even think to mention it. But yeah, oh, by the way, apparently like it really does help with the plants, by the way. Apparently if you get to like max level, it literally like triples the damage on it. So that is pretty crazy. So definitely aim to try and get max level on most of your plants if you can, because it really does increase the damage quite a lot, I've been told. So yeah. Now, I appreciate you watching all the way to the end. Definitely leave a like, subscribe. Like I said, comment down below if there's any, you know, anything you want me to like respond to, I guess. You know, maybe you got some questions or something. You know, I do kind of play this game a lot, so I might be able to help you out. Obviously, I can't guarantee that I'll respond to your comment, but I'll try my best. So yeah, appreciate you. Have a really good day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.